So before we begin, I have a bit of housekeeping to do. Last session, you guys decided to, instead of participating in the interrogation of some captives you captured, you decided to immediately make for the temple instead, seeing that it could possibly be in trouble. Doing that triggered 3 of these players to receive inspiration for a achievement that I like to call No Rest for the Wicked. Where immediately leave after delivering a cult officer to the keep without participating in the interrogation. And that's awarded to Kyo, Dravna, and Naomi. So
Nice.
I'll go ahead and hit send in the Discord so we can keep track of that in the...
Wait, Naomi was present? I thought it was the fox masked person.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder for myself, what's the name the fox person uses again? Melody?
Hanabi.
Hanabi.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll forget that too.
Yeah, last session I kept calling her Naomi by accident. Sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna throw a song in general. You guys don't have to pay attention to it just yet. But it's probably my second or third favorite song ever. And guess what it's called?
What's that?
Hanabi.
Rest for the Wicked?
All right, so just keep track of that for yourselves, please. And they're gone. All right. Who pings me at this hour? Don't you know I'm playing D&D? Stop it.
Big Fist. How dare you?
Okay, I turned my notifications off. Okay. So, last time, you guys ended the session after decapitating a ne'er-do-well who was stealing from the carts and businesses out in a town square in Green Nest on your way to investigate the temple. As you guys make your way, we're going to do a little bit of DM bullshit, where I kind of take things away from the party and I join everybody's view together as an audience. And we all stare up at the sky where the sun is beginning to set. And as we do this, we can see that the sun is beginning to go backwards, as if we are traveling backwards in time to a moment that had happened a little bit earlier than before the party burst out of the tavern to save the surrounding citizens of Green Nest. And after that time has been rewound, our vision sinks back over towards the Temple of Shantea, where we see a figure roaming about in between the houses and the streets, clad in armor. Hoshi, would you like to describe your character, please?
He is Marquise Ravenpike is 6'2". He has a scar, pretty large gash, upon his left eye. His eyes are just bright orange and red, almost like fire. Like they look like they could actually burn holes through you. And he has a pretty hefty backpack on, some armor, and his glaive slotted in one of the on like a strap around his backpack.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You go ahead.
And he has his hair tied up by a cord with crow feathers on it.
As the crow feathers begin to bob and weave in a sudden wind that picks up through the streets, Marcus, you hear scream being carried along the wind also, and you can see men and women and strange scaled creatures burst through the tree line surrounding the temple and begin slaughtering the townspeople en masse, or beginning to herd them and steal from them and pillage. You instinctively begin to gather up the innocents that are nearest to you and push them into the temple as a secure location. And the last we see of Marquis for now is his red eyes glaring in the dark as the temple doors close and are sealed before him. And now, we rejoin the party. Time has resumed its normal flow. And you have begun to approach the temple. I'll give you this for free as you begin to approach that there is quite a bit of a pickle here that you're going to have to navigate. There are two groups of hostiles that you can see that are immediately accosting the Temple of Shantea. The first group is what I can only describe as a leaping and whirling cloud of kobolds and cultists, and also bandits. They number, let's see, one man in a mask, two of those robed figures, and 6 kobolds. And this group is kind of circling the temple in a wide circle, and it's taking them a bit of time to make the entire lap. And then another group, which is at the front door, and you can see that they are readying a battering ram, which they haven't started using yet, but you can see them kind of like grouping up. And this group consists of 3 cultists, 10 kobolds, and 2 of those weird dog dragon things that run around on 4 legs. What do you do?
Just so we know, would all these character Elkas be acting as an NPC alongside us right now or not?
Yes, he will currently be Jaegered by me.
Okay,
Okay,
so
gotcha.
I talked
have a
to
format.
Ollie about what he would want for Elkus to do.
Would Kyo by any chance, because she has lived around in Greenlands for so long, know if there's any back entrance to the temple or the like?
There is, actually. Being a somewhat semi-regular attendant to the Temple of Shantea, you would know that there is a back entrance to the temple. You can choose to immediately try to like sneak up close to the group that's at the front door and try to go around the side. You could try to circle around on the outside of the fence of the temple, or some other option.
Kyo would look at the group and say, okay folks, I imagine that probably a lot of other citizens took refuge in the temple. There is a back entrance, which I probably imagine would know, Ravana. So, I imagine that these people surrounding around and running is a group trying to find some way to get inside through the back. However, I'm the most worried about the main. Do y'all think you could be fast enough taking care of the ones around so we can go to the back entrance? Or do you all prefer to chance our chances against the larger group right away?
Drawdown cracks his knuckles. We can take them. Easy solution to me.
Elkus will immediately step forward in front of everybody, and he will say, "Hey, we should probably take this a bit more stealthy, guys. That's a lot of dudes."
Drawdown immediately grunts. Stealth isn't my way.
Well, I think you can make an exception for this one, big guy, he says as he points to the literal crowd of men in front of the temple.
Drawdown just stares that way. We can take them. The direct approach is the best.
We will still fight them, Ravana. But I agree actually with Elkas here. I think if we go stealthily, defeat those surrounding and enter by the back. We can fight the one with the battery ram from the inside. To be better strategic. Foxwoman, what do you say? What's your call?
Hanabi tilts her head, looks at the battering ram and the massive foes, looks at the ground for a few moments. Yeah.
Ooh, a total of 20. Hanabi immediately crouches down and Wet Path.
She holds up a finger over her mouth.
So
And,
that
you can actually see her mouth, and she's like smirking.
so that seems to be 3 to 1 for stealth.
Drobna's looking over at like a large group of cultists, and he'll just sigh. I can see my opinion has been outvoted. Fine, I'll work along public.
So what path would you all like to take?
The group that's surrounding and running around, where would they be in the map right now? Currently? And where would the passage in the back would be? So we know.
Anybody who is observing the first group of ne'er-do-wells circling the temple, make me an intelligence check.
Sure. No, it'd be looking.
That is a 2.
Oof. That's a save, but
Oh, that's a save. Well, I don't have any
still,
proficiencies.
yeah, okay, so it's a 15.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so between Hanabi and Dravna, the two of you realize that the first group is circling the temple at about 2 minutes per side. So it takes them about 8 minutes or about 10 minutes to make a full loop. You figure if you time it right, you can basically be on the opposite side of wherever they are if you maintain their pace.
I like to think that Hanabi like pats Dravna on the shoulder and points, makes a gesture as if she attempts to mimic what she thinks would be like a military gesture that says, "Oh yeah, they're patterning around, they're moving around in a circle." And Dravna would be the one to be like, "Oh, they've got a clock going, they've got a timer."
As you finish studying the group that is circling the sanctuary, the group at the front of the sanctuary begins to pick up the battering ram, as if they are making ready to use it at any moment.
Alright
Hanabi
then.
makes the universal. We should probably go.
Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead.
So, just to clarify, which direction are you headed?
We
there's a back
are
entrance.
this unit here, yes.
Hold
Is
on.
there a map or something?
There
Yeah.
should not be.
There should not be, I suppose.
You naughty players, peeking at
I
things.
assume that I'm supposed to be looking at the map.
I
Like-
see smoke.
You're supposed to be here.
Apologies.
It's okay. It's fine to be curious. I just wasn't ready
I'm
for you
supposed-
guys to see things yet. Okay.
I'm supposed to be
um,
looking at smoke.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
it's just because I didn't remember. I no longer remember what the map looks like, so I had no idea where the buildings were or anything like that.
Oh,
And
good.
my brain is toasted right now.
I
That's
understand.
okay.
Okay, so you guys choose to make your way to the backside of the building. You guys have
Back
rolled.
entrance. So
You guys don't require a stealth check because you're able to time the group as it circles around. So good job there. You make it to the back side of the temple. Unfortunately, there's about a 5-foot wall in front of you. If you'd like to scale it, make an athletics check.
Sure. Dravna will start
Um,
climbing up. Actually, can Dravna assist anyone trying to climb over? Because if Dravna does it by himself, I'm certain he could do it. But like, if someone needs help, Dravna
So,
can lend a hand.
Kio's high jump actually clears that. It's 5 foot, you said,
Yep.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
I can just high jump this.
Sure. Kyo doesn't need
I
any
do
help.
Kyo would
So-
look at Hanabi and would say, "Hey, do you need help crossing this?"
Elkis will try
Just like
to
Dravna.
climb. uses noodle arms.
Can Dravna assist Elkus?
Sure.
All right.
Is there any way for Hanabi to acrobatics her way up?
No, this is athletics.
All right, I'll make one.
Dravna will just pick up the fox.
Yeah.
18.
18.
If anyone fails, Kia's just going to pick them up. I jump with them.
That'll be a bit of
There
a
you-
stretch, trying to carry a passenger as you high jump. But
I would say that they could probably, since you're effectively already over, we can say that you're already over. If someone if someone did fail, you could just grab them.
you could stand on the
I'm sure that
wall
we
and
could
like
jump
pick
off.
them up. Yeah.
Dravna is 6 foot. Someone could just go on his shoulders. And then climb.
That's so dumb. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
true. The men are all
Without
tall.
saying anything, Dravna will just walk up to Hanabi and just pick her up, put her on her shoulders, and be like, climb
You
over.
can, and you can even see her like getting ready to like scurry up the wall, and she's poised. And then she goes. It's like when you get under a person and you pick them up from under, like you get your head between their legs, and you lift them up on your shoulders. So she's like, you hear her click her tongue and hit you with something, and then she obediently climbs over the wall.
And Dravna will just in a monotone voice say, "You are welcome."
You just in time make it over the wall as you can begin to hear the clattering and clanging of the raucous group of kobolds and etc. That just managed to turn the corner as you hop over the wall. You stay still for a moment, not wanting to draw their attention. Yeah, I assumed you were going to make it pretty easily,
Oh,
Trav.
okay.
Strengthy boy over there. You hold still for a moment, and this moment of pause gives you time to survey your area. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What you're looking ahead of you immediately is this cloud of smoke. And you can see about 10 feet in, there are vague shapes. And there's about 4 distinct shapes you can see in the smoke. And there's a flame, but it doesn't seem to be very effective. It seems to be more casting smoke than it is actually putting out heat or anything destructive. They're trying to set a stone building on fire, which is pretty dumb.
Does it look like the silhouettes have anything, like weapons or holding anything?
Make a perception check.
Could I also do a martial check to see if I can gather the intent? on running
Unfortunately,
around
you
like
don't
that?
know what these creatures are, so you can't really do a martial check, unfortunately, unless you get closer.
Nabi will offer aid to Dravna as he looks.
Okay, roll again, Dravna with advantage.
Thank you. I'll take that 12.
With a
Will do.
12, you're able to see that there are 4 distinct figures. There are 2 shorter figures. Then there's one taller figure that's about 6'5", and then a slightly shorter figure at about an average height.
Okay, but I can't tell anything of any other concerning features about them.
You think one of them is in a robe,
Okay.
and that's about as much as you can gather. And they are kind of huddled around the doorway. Like
The back entrance
their
would-
backs are to you. Is what
The
you can
back
gather.
entrance would be where exactly?
Yes, right,
Here?
straight ahead, yeah. So it seems like they are trying to burn down the door in order to get into it.
Dravna will quickly say, looks like those people inside have their backs to. Now's our chance.
Elkis will immediately pull 2 daggers out and begin to slowly approach the smoke.
Kia would her Kia would draw her woodcutter's axe and not Dravna, moving a bit approaching as well. Get ready.
Yeah,
to unleash this.
Dravna will have a sword
Okay.
drawn.
Well, actually, can I do one thing? Do they seem to have any sort of the bells that the kobolds of before had?
Can't
Any of them?
tell. Can't tell yet.
Okay.
You can tell that there's probably kobolds in there, but you don't know what kind yet.
Right.
Well, they're soon to be dead kobolds. That's all.
Go ahead and line up against the smoke. And then I'll let you guys in. As you enter the smoke, You cannot really see outside of it anymore, but you can clearly see what you see ahead of you. They have not noticed your presence yet. What do you do?
Drama just quickly approaches.
Okay.
And goes for the back with
All
his
right.
sword.
What does everybody else do?
No hesitation.
Hanabi,
Elkis will
Hanabi
also take one as well. He'll take this one over
Hanabi
here.
will absolutely go for the spellcaster here and try to gut him like a fish.
All
Nice
right.
and quick, like.
Elkis will make 2 attacks. He
He's
hits
going
with
to
both.
follow along and try to finish. So no knockouts.
Elkis kills his kobold.
Alright, here we go. Dagger, uno. Dis.
Would this be advantage?
Dagger, duh.
Yes, this would be an advantage because you're unseen attackers.
Oh, okay. So that'll be the first one then. Nice nat 1, bro.
Ooh. So 15 hits, natural 1 misses. Okay.
That was not an
Uh,
advantage.
I am considering that this is meant to be that this is allowed to be a normal like action sequence here. I'm presuming that I'm using quote unquote an action, so I could use a bonus action technically to make a second dagger attack. Or
As
no?
long as you're using, yeah, absolutely, sure.
Okay. Then yeah, does an 18
Roll-
hit that guy?
Yeah, roll damage, please, Dravna.
Okay.
So 15 and 22 to hit. is
They both
either
hit.
attack.
Roll damage.
Alright, so roll some damage here. Max on one,
That is
6 on the other. Total of 13 damage.
Very good.
Dravna does 6 slashing with 3 necrotic.
6 slashing with 3 necrotic.
So 9 damage total.
Ooh.
Let me roll
Uh,
for Kyochu here. Kyo got
17 hits.
she's going for non-lethal as always.
Okay.
That is 9 damage.
9 damage. That guy is unconscious and not dead. I don't have a circle for unconscious, I don't think. Sorry, one moment, please. Oh wait, there is one actually. It's in my favorites. I don't know why I always forget that. There it is. Boop. Unconscious.
Nice.
All right. Having cleared the initial barrier to entry, what do you do?
Go to door, then kick with foot.
No.
Okay.
Kyo stops Dravna from kicking foot. She's like, no, don't do that. Please, for the love of your matter. Look, if you do this, people inside are going to get panicked and probably attack us first before anything. Jam, does that seem is there any sort of lock in the door?
It seems like it is somewhat barricaded from the inside.
Okay.
If there were people inside, I presume they are already panicked.
Fair enough. It seems to be barricaded.
It doesn't seem to be barricaded very well, actually. If you guys make athletics checks, you could probably break in yourselves.
Fine.
Okay.
Dravna will not use his foot. He'll like look at Kyo and just say, "How about we do this together?" Shoulders into the door.
While they're doing that, Naomi is going to attempt to completely disable the unconscious kobold, as in like gag, tie him up, and like keep him from effectively breaking himself out more free.
Make a
That
dex
way
check
he
for me, please, as the rest of you make
Can I make
athletics
that?
checks.
Can I make a sleight of hand check?
Yes, and Elkis will give you advantage, because he'll help. You two make
Before we-
athletics.
7.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
You two make athletics checks, please.
You were gonna say something though, first, Kyo?
Before we try to open the door, Kyo would sigh and say very quietly, I'm very sorry, Goddess. Please don't be mad. It's for a good cause. And then she'll try.
Okay.
Alright. Dravna will throw himself at the door.
That's a 13.
13.
And it is a 17.
Marquise,
Yes.
you're inside the temple, and you are doing your best to do whatever you can to comfort these people. And they are on the verge of panicking because they can start hearing that the cultists at the front of the temple are starting to begin hammering, and that's it's definitely not fun to listen to when you're inside a dark and enclosed space, or at least there's dim light, which is pretty much the only comfort you have at the moment. And this is what you see around you. Let me increase the light here to 100 for you.
Oh, what the?
Wait, and that's the front door over there?
To the north, yes.
So I would tell the people that I haven't thought of a voice was good. Your most capable men, follow me. And I'll ask for like 8 or so of their most competent looking.
None follow you. They seem too afraid. They are standing huddled together close to the dais that you're standing on. And you can see that there is an older gentleman standing next to you, just kind of with his hands behind his back. You can see that he's wearing some kind of garb that kind of separates him from the rest of the people in front of him. But otherwise, he's just kind of standing with his arms behind his back, just kind of looking at them all. Not in a dissatisfied way, but just observing.
Well, honestly, Marquise would not. If it doesn't seem like there's anyone that could particularly like help him or like with what he's planning to do, then he doesn't really seek to comfort them. He just go up to this. He just nod upon seeing that there's no one competent and say, "It's okay, I'll do it myself."
As you turn to go, there is a sound of creaking wood as the door to the south is wrenched open. Not destroyed, but all of this small debris is cleared away as the party is able to get inside. If you guys want to make your way in now, you can.
And I'll
Doors
see the
locked,
dead.
we can't enter.
I'll see the dead kobolds and
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold
people
on.
behind them.
Hold on. Just I gotta move the fog. I apologize.
It's okay.
Hey, grab fog, delete. Okay, you should be able to go in now.
As they enter, Kyo would make sure she enters before Dravna, since Dravna is a newcomer, with her hands raised up. Hey, it's me, Kyo. It's me, Kyo. It's alright. It's just me, Kyo.
The crowd immediately begins to run away from these people who barged in, and the older man standing next to you, Marquise, looks in Kyo's direction and kind of squints. Do you do anything?
Do I see the dead kobolds behind them?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Dravna has his blade drawn out and like in a defensive stance. He's like looking around for cultists.
Wait. Shit.
Kyo would try to. Please
How-
put that down, Dravna.
Go ahead.
You always.
Hoshi, go ahead.
Fine.
How do? Sorry. Where do I make this perception check?
So on your character sheet, if you look at it, there should be like a list of skills on the left side.
Yeah.
You just click on the perception where it has the plus or
Oh.
minus. Like you just clicked on,
Oh, I see.
click on, yeah,
Okay.
click on the modifier, and it should roll it for you.
Dravna
Oh,
grunts
wait.
at Kyo and begrudgingly puts his sword
on the
away.
modifier. Okay.
Yeah. 17.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Nice.
see that as the smoke is beginning to clear behind this group of people, they have effectively murdered some of the people that looked hostile.
Okay.
You're not
so
sure.
then
You're not sure about these people, but they don't seem to be here to attack you specifically.
Seeing that there's really no one competent, like, among this group of people as far as, like, fighting goes, and these people seem to be in our best interest, I would turn to the man and say, do not fret. I did not mean to pull that, sorry. I believe they're with us.
Whoa!
And then I would take a step towards them, and I would say, hello, are you guys here to help?
Yes,
As you begin to speak, you hear
Oh, jeez, sorry.
that there is a slam at the door. You are now in a timed event. When this track runs out, that door comes down.
Do I have my caltrips set at the front
You do.
door? Okay. So,
look.
upon-
Okay, yes.
I guess just upon hearing that the door's about to slam, I would just...
Y'all can hear
Yeah.
the track, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Dravna will get to the side, looking at the door, looking at the back door. All of you, get out of here, now!
Wait, how much movement is...
No, get out. Just. Alcus, can you block the door? Make sure it's allocated. Leave the front to us. You there with the glaive, you can fight, right? Join us.
Yes. Let me take the
Yeah.
front.
The Hanabi tries to direct the people to re-barricade the back door and huddle there.
One of the people in the crowd says, actually, that's a good point. Let me roll a martial check for them real quick. Hold on a second for me.
I'm sorry.
Or not a martial check. Okay. Most of them seem too afraid to move. What do you do?
Hanabi looks to them, and then she takes a step right over here. I believe this is like the highest point, correct?
Yep. When you stand up on there, this old man kind of like looks at you and gives you like a how dare you kind of look.
Hanabi does a hair flick and ignores it. But effectively, she doesn't try to necessarily charm the village folk. She says that she basically tries to make it seem like she'll be the target. Don't worry.
Dravna will speak up. If we don't aim to get the people out of here, then he'll point at the old man, corral the villagers into the corner, keep them safe.
Both of you make persuasion checks.
Sure.
Six.
6.
Dravna's not really a persuasive person. He's more blunt than diplomatic.
Naomi, what did you suggest that the people do? Hanabi?
Hanabi effectively suggests that they try to re-barricade the door here and huddle away from wherever she is.
Okay.
Effectively.
They will begin to do as you request. And the old man will continue to kind of stroke his beard, and then he will step after these people. Elkis will join Hanabi. Go ahead, yeah.
Just for to be sure, is this old man by any chance Kyo's grandfather?
No, it is not.
Which
Does
kind
the
of
time-
business?
Yes, you would recognize that that man is, because you live here, you would recognize him as Father Falconmoon. He is the priest of Shantea here in the temple.
This
Doesn't
case,
seem like a very nice man.
You did step all over his altar.
Does a
Hair flick.
timed event mean that we only have 6 seconds to prepare? Or
Basically.
we...
Or come up with some
Okay.
kind of other option for these people or whatever you want to do.
Well, I was
Like he's-
asking because I would like move 60, like to basically right here.
Or you can do whatever
And
you
then-
want within the time limit.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
Drowno's going right up there, that choke point. Blade
Well, there's
drawn.
caltrips right. You see in front, like basically the square you're staying on, and the one to the left. There'd be caltrips.
Oh, okay.
Let me draw that real quick.
And yeah, I guess
Never
Marquise
mind.
would be right here.
You can see, Dravna, before you begin to step up, that there have already been preparations put in place. That there's been a stack of caltrops thrown about that space in the red square. You don't have much time left.
And I would prepare an action to attack the whatever comes like in that square right above the caltrips.
As you do that, I'm going to give you each a chance to move your movement feet, your movement distance, and then things will start to happen.
There I am. Can I instead do one last thing to say?
Yeah,
Sure.
you can speak freely.
Here we just say, I'm sorry, Father Falcon. I promise to hold back these foes that are trying to enter. Just please take care of the back if the barricade. I'm sorry for daughter.
He just kind of nods silently, and you can see. Do you step off, Hanabi?
Yeah, she
You
steps
can-
off.
You can see him visibly relax as soon as Hanabi steps off the altar.
Hanabi quickly dusts off where she was standing, and she makes like a pleading gesture
All right.
to him and upward.
As you all position yourselves and your positions become final, the door to the temple shatters as a battering ram head smashes through the door, and these cultists begin to stream inside. For some reason, I did not actually make this a door, so I'll do that now. As they begin to pour in, I need all of you to roll initiative.
There you go.
Where would I find the initiative roll? I'm sorry.
That's fine. To the right of your skill list, you should see a little area called initiative.
Yeah, to the left of the armor class 2.
To the left of the... Oh, is that the top?
Yeah, it's right below.
Yeah,
the
it's near the top.
proficiency.
Yeah,
Ah, sorry.
Oh,
There
good.
you go.
no worries, man.
All good.
It's a little late.
We're all
Don't
we're all
worry, you have
distracted.
reactions.
Yeah, that's true.
Long distant folk.
Add to Grimoire. Okay. Don't need this. I need this one. Yes. Yes, this one. Actually, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I need to adjust something for the baddies. Because they would also do things to prepare like you guys were doing. Okay, select them for the battle. Oh, I need to roll for Elkis's initiative. I'll just go ahead and do that manually here. Ooh, he rolled pretty good. I think he has a +3 to initiative, so it's actually like a 21. 15. 21 also. What's your dex bonus, Kyo?
+2.
+2? Okay, so yeah, he'll go ahead of you. Dravna got a 9. And 5. Okay. And now my boys are gonna roll. Did they roll? They did. Okay, wonderful. Now we begin at the top of the round. Elkis, he prepares an action to throw a dagger at the next thing that steps through that doorway that Kyo is looking at. Kyo, it is now your turn.
The cantrips are here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Kyo will remain for a shield ready, but instead of drawing her woodcutter's axe, she actually draws a hand axe this time, for variety's sake. She takes aim at this one, and before she throws, can I do a martial check to see if they show any intent specific?
Sure, make a martial check.
Alright then. For the martial check, this one, that is 25 for the martial.
What would you like to know specifically? Their intent?
Yeah, intent specifically. Like, do they seem focused on attack on the crown that's the back, or something else?
They are looking past you and into the crowd behind. It seems like they are intending to get in here and either A, kill everyone inside, or take anything that looks valuable.
Alright then.
They are kind of like they are like eyeing the interior as well as like who is in here as well.
That's good. So with that in mind, Kyo readies her hand axe and now throws at the person.
Okay.
This is for the throw. 17. Does that
17
hit?
hits.
That is 8 damage.
That's exactly what you needed to fell this cultist.
Right.
As he dies.
Unfortunately, I can't do non-lethal on range. Shame.
Well, yeah.
Kyo very visibly cringes as her hand axe hits the mark and fells the cultist before shaking her head and saying, "They seem to focus on the ground. Everyone, let's make sure not a single damn of these fools gets inside and close of them."
And upon
And then my turn,
seeing
by the way.
upon seeing Kyo murder one, Marquise will say, "Make sure to keep one alive. Doesn't matter which."
All right. We are now at a kobold's turn. There is a legendary action that goes off from this kobold here. As it commands all the kobolds within 5 feet of it to make a sling attack. And it will target Kyo specifically. So you're going to take 3 sling attacks.
Right.
Grimoire, please. Thank you. Just slings. That roll, you should have rolled. Oh, that's why. What do you mean dice roll and not initiated? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm having a technical issue. Screw it, whatever.
It's okay.
I'll just roll it manually. 12, 16, 6, and another 6. So 16 is going to hit. You're going to be
No,
taking...
16 misses. I have 18 AC.
Oh, never mind. Then you're completely untouched. The legendary action, more or less ineffective. And now the kobold, having used its reaction, is going to pass the rest of its turn, because I did that out of order. That's fine. Cultist is going to step inside, throw a dagger. He's going to throw a dagger at Kyo. So that's going to be another d20. That's a 9 plus 6, 15. That also misses. And he's going to use the rest of his movement to step inside. And that'll be him. Next is another cultist. 15. Does the same thing. Going to throw a dagger at Marquise this time because he didn't see who killed his guy over here. So he's just kind of picking a target at random. Ooh, 17 plus 6, 23.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And you suffer 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh. Alright.
As that happens, that's too far actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can move here. Kobolds. Okay, the kobolds are now going to move as a unit. And they begin to take up the entranceway. And this kobold in particular is going to shoot a sling attack at Kyo. +4 to hit. 22.
That's a hit.
And you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage from a sling attack.
Okay. That's a mighty sling.
And that's going to be his turn. Next is a cultist. Not really able to get in. He's going to wait. He's going to prepare a dash action. Hanabi.
All right, she takes stock of what's going on here. Is she able to see this individual?
Which one?
This guy here.
Yes. You can see that there's a winged kobold who is kind of hovering about just an inch or two off the ground, but he can get a better view over his other kobold compadres' heads.
All right. Hanabi will. I am going to actually quickly roll a d4 to see what I'm going to do here.
Sure.
Odds, evens. All right. Here we go, boys. Pew. Hanabi raises a hand, curls in all her fingers except for her index, and fires off an Eldritch Blast at one of the kobolds in front. 14
Which one?
Hit.
Which one?
Center.
That one right there? Yeah, sure, that hits.
Good old D10.
D10.
Wits damage.
That's exactly what you needed to kill this kobold. It dies. Movement.
None to speak of at this time.
Bonus action?
Not yet.
Okay. Next is the kobold that's still alive. He is going to focus fire on Kyo with a sling attack. +4 to hit. 15 misses.
That misses.
Gonna stay put. Next is a robed figure. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to take a peek inside. Let's see. Let's roll. Well, actually, what's the range? What has he got here? Okay, yeah, it's within range, I think. I believe. Let me double check that. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. He would. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no real way for me to be fair about this. So, 1, 2, 3. 2. I need Marquise to please make a dex check. A dex save. Sorry, a dex save.
Oh.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. And you just press the proficiency bonus for that too. Or
Yeah, so where it says saves in the top left, just click. Yeah, click the.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Where's it? Okay.
20.
Man.
Oh my god. You see that this robed figure runs into the entrance, holds out their hand, and a crimson flame erupts at your feet, but you manage to dodge it just in the nick of time, not taking any damage, and then it steps back away out of sight. And that's going to be its turn. Dravnut, is now your turn.
Okay, so Kyo was talking about protecting the villagers, and in that brief moment, Dravnut looked behind himself, see all the villagers cowering and being scared for their life. The scene is very familiar to him, and as he looked back at the cultists, his breathing is going to start to rapidly increase. He's going to grit his teeth, and his monotone voice becomes more cold-hearted. His eyes begin to flicker black, just occasionally, and he's just going to groan out, "Kill every last one of them!" And he's going to make a long jump over the caltrips.
Make an athletics check.
Alright.
Man. It's begun. No way.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I need to make athletics to make a long jump over 5 feet?
It's over difficult terrain. Or trap
that's-
terrain specifically. Make a dex
Okay,
save.
that's right. Dex save.
You succeed anyway. You almost stumble. You do not fall prone, nor do you take caltrop damage. So good job there.
Okay.
But you are standing before your foe.
He stands there, locks eyes on that kobold, bonus action hex, and then he's just gonna slash downward with his
All right.
greatsword.
Wild, dude. Bro, calm down. Calm down.
Actually, I'll have that be a green flame blade.
Okay. Green flame
Aw,
blade.
shit.
Grim flame blade.
Yeah.
Green flame blade. So,
So he is hexed. You swing to hit.
uh,
10 just hits, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, their AC is 10.
Okay, so that will be 6 slashing damage plus an additional from the hex. Necrotic damage, so 10 damage total.
Okay, and then which one do you... Oh, I guess this guy over here on the left needs to make a dex
Yeah,
save, right?
flame will bounce to him, and he'll just take 2 fire damage. 'cause
Okay,
that's my
so
current
he
spell.
automatically takes 2. All right, -2 to that guy. Okay.
And that'll be my turn. My ire is currently concentrated on this guy,
All right.
but I will not move.
Y'all can see the health bars now, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Dravna will be reckless. He will move.
Okay. Keep in mind that that's a water tank or like a water thing that you could like bathe yourself in order to first approach the temple. This guy is just being a jackass and standing in it. So just be
Okay.
aware.
Okay. Then yeah, Dravna will move 5 feet to the left, and that'll be his turn.
All right. Next is a dead cultist. Marquise, it's now your turn.
So Marquise looks at this like area over here, because someone just tried to hit him with fire, and he despised that. But seeing as he can't like attack that person, he'll just
I mean, you
Ready?
can just walk. I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
yeah, and upon seeing Dravna jump over his carefully placed traps, he'll whisper, "Idiots," and then he'll throw a javelin at
Sure.
this kobold right
Roll to hit.
Yeet.
Attack. Bam. Oh my god.
An 8 misses, unfortunately.
Could I action surge?
Sure.
Ooh, nice.
I action surge and let another one rip.
All right. 22 hits. Roll damage.
22, definitely.
Nice.
Nice, man.
Oh,
4 points of damage.
oh.
Unfortunately, the kobold barely lives. But he is very badly hurt.
Wait, what was the damage then?
Marquis squints. It was 4.
It was 4.
He rolled a
I
1
rolled
on
a
the
1
damage.
plus 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The DM wins. Did you want to move?
Yeah. Actually, he looks down, he sees how bloodied he is, and he just takes a step this way.
All right. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
No.
All right.
Or actually, wait, is second one bonus? Oh,
It is a bonus action, yeah.
It is.
Okay, then I will second wind because
Alright.
he is hurting right now.
Yep.
How do you
So
actually use it though?
you just roll is it a D8 or a D10? I think it's a D.
D10,
D10.
Yeah, it's a
D10
D10
plus your
plus your
level,
level.
fighter.
Yeah. So
Oh,
just roll a
okay.
D. Just do a custom roll. Yeah, just roll a D10.
Alright,
Nice, 7
6.
points. Or 6, yeah, 6 points, sorry, 6 points.
All right. He'll take a deep breath and then just hug the wall.
All right, next is the Winged Kobold's turn. Seeing that Kyo is the only... Actually, he does have line of sight on Dravna. And he did just kill a kobold. This kobold is going to fly over here. And then he's going to get a line on Dravna. And he's going to cast a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Using
AC is 18.
using a bit of magic. That is a 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
14 to miss, or 14 to hit, sorry. So that's going to be a miss. And he is going to... Yeah, he'll wait. No, he'll maintain line of sight because he's got to do a thing. Okay, that's his turn. Next is an unseen aggressor's turn. He is going to step into the doorway. And when this figure appears, Dravna, you see a familiar red mask. You do as well, Kyo, and Hanabi, you see it too.
Wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Did Elkis get to do stuff?
His held action didn't go off because no one made it through.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Thank you for reminding me though, because I definitely would have lost track. He is going to. Yeah, he's gonna eye everything in there, and he's gonna say nope, and take a step away.
Ha!
And then you will hear him shout, "Pull back, you fools! We need reinforcements for this." And that will be his turn. It is now Elkis's turn. Hearing that, Elkis is spurned into action. He will run here, look at that injured kobold and the cultist. He knows Dravna's around the corner. He will make an athletics check to try to jump over the caltrops.
Big success. Bruh.
I'm trying to think of what his modifier is. I don't have a sheet in front of me. For his athletics, it's not great, so he's gonna make a dex save.
He has a lot of dexterity. If he doesn't have
he make a
5.
dex save. Ooh, unfortunate.
Bro.
Ah!
Unfortunate. He tries to do a long jump at this angle, but unfortunately he just steps right on a caltrop. And he'll be moving at -10 speed, and he also takes 1d4 damage. So he'll be taking 3 points of damage.
Dang.
But he's here. And he is going to slash at this kobold. Because he does not like what the winged kobold was doing earlier. He'll actually... Would he do that, though? No, actually, he would actually... Yeah, he would attack this target, because that's where Dravna is. So he'll roll he'll roll for sneak attack. Alright, he hits. His
Nice.
sneak attack is 2d6 plus 4 plus a d4. Ooh, a nice damage. That cultist is dead.
Dravna will just grunt, keep it up. Like, in an encouraging way, but he's still very full of anger right now.
Elkis will say, we can't let him leave. And that will be his turn. Kyo, it's now your turn.
Alright, just to be sure, if I move to here, I get line of sight of the masked person, right?
Yes, that's right.
And Kyo will move there. She'll draw her second hand axe, and she's going to toss it at the masked person.
Okay.
That is 18,
18 hits.
and that is 11 damage.
Ooh, you immediately bloody him, and he is shocked as a hand axe collides with the side of his head.
Okay. Let me think, what else can I do here? Would I happen to know what the DC is to jump with the caltrops?
A 10.
That is not too bad. Fine, I'm going to try it.
Sure.
Seeing everyone on the other side, Kyo sighs, takes. Sure. Measure. Stand. Yeah, okay. She takes one step back before running and trying to jump to the other side. Over the thingies. That's another 20.
Nice. Well done.
Sorry.
Easy.
Nice.
I accidentally moved a bandit. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's
Sorry.
fine. It's all good. It happens.
With absolute ease, Kyo jumps to the other side and edits herself there.
There
Okay.
is
Appreciate
clapping.
him.
There is clapping in the distance,
Fair enough.
somewhere behind you.
Let's see.
But if I stay here, would I take Hanari's line of sight of this kobold?
No, she can still see because she's a higher elevation than you.
Just be sure.
Yep.
Don't I
And
go
I draw
after-
my wood scratches.
All
Right.
right.
And then my turn.
That's Kyo's turn. Next is, let's see. This kobold is dead. Dead. This cultist is alive. He is going to step. He's going to actually push this kobold into you, Kyo.
Is it an attack, right?
He's basically going to knock this kobold down or try to. So let's see if he succeeds. So I'm going to be
Right
rolling.
before he moves.
I'm going to be
Opposing
rolling
attack,
against
no?
myself. No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, so,
He succeeds. That kobold is now prone. Let me see if I can mark that somehow. Prone. Grapple hold. I think I have it on my other toolbar here. Condition prone. Yep, sure do. He is prone. And he begins to retreat as he was commanded to. And that's going to be his turn. Next is dead kobold. Next is another cultist. This cultist steps in front of the commander and takes the dodge action. Hanabi.
Hanabi moves a bit so that she can get a better bead on what's happening here. All right. Oh. Who can she not see
You
from where she is standing right now?
If your sight illuminates it, you can see it.
Okay.
Both of the targets that you can see on the left are taking the dodge action, so they will
Both those guys?
be hard to hit. Yeah, both of them are. I'm putting the condition on the other guy.
Does this person count as someone that she can see?
Which guy?
This
Yes.
guy here, yes.
Sure can. Sure can.
She is going to use her bonus action to hex this guy.
Okay.
And she's going to use her action to cantrip and try to blast this guy out of existence. Let's see how that goes. Nerf, 15 to hit.
15 hits.
All right. Roll a bit of damage here. Cat.
4 points of damage. Describe how you kill this cultist leader.
In order of operation, Hanabi sees Kyo's action and sees that she seems to make like a satisfactory kind of response, and she's like, "Oh." So when she moves over there, she sees the damage done, looks at his wound, and then she points, and almost as if she's trying to get his attention, she waits for just a moment, and then she like winks at him and fires.
You expertly line up the shot, and to the cultist's surprise, a hole is now in his forehead, and he is dead.
Nice. I moved a little bit. I didn't want to move too much. This is a pretty good vantage point, I think.
I apologize. You would have had to have been here to hit him.
No problem. I will definitely use that. I started here. 5,
I'll
10.
give it to you for free, even if you didn't have enough space, because I messed up and told you you had it.
I do logically have enough space because she can go on all fours and move 35.
True.
So it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be her turn. Full movement, bonus action, and action.
All right. This injured kobold that is prone is going to use half his movement to stand up. And then he's going to take the disengage action and move 5, 10, 15 and stand over a cultist's body. I'll just move it out of the way to avoid confusion. That's going to be his turn.
By the way, the flying one has disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Strength ability checks. Okay.
Yes.
Next is a cultist in robes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll actually move 30 so he can get out of line of sight of most of y'all. He is going to cast a spell on the kobold that is actually no longer prone. And a radiant light will come from the cultist's hands as the kobold is fully healed.
Healer.
And that will be his turn. Dravnet, is now your turn.
Forget the rules, but is it still possible to go through an enemy's token?
Nope, not unless you shove him first.
And that's your action to shove him, right?
That would be an attack. If you had more than one attack, it would only take one.
Okay, so like if I tried to go through him, it'd be a shove, and then I can't do any other attacks.
Correct.
Okay. Then yeah, Drown will just go up here, and hack and slash at the kobold right there.
All right.
And bonus action hex, then give him a downward cut towards his neck.
The rogue cultist looks at you not in fear, but in frustration out of having just healed this kobold.
That's the point.
For 4 HP.
Roll.
That is a 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Dang, yo.
6 points of damage. That mage's work is completely undone as you kill this kobold.
Just before Dravna like slices with his sword, he mutters out, "Your life is forfeit," and then he just lobs off the head.
God. He's so
All right.
extreme.
So if that was 5 feet, hey, it's now open. So I'll go 10 feet, and you know what? Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Where are you going?
That's fairly brave of you, sir. I applaud.
Mhm.
Next is a dead cultist. Marquise.
Oh, wait, were they not? Did they get a reaction?
Okay, wait. 5, 10.
No, they're taking the dodge action.
Oh, okay. Then John will keep going. He'll go there.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Oh,
Marquise looking.
the mage you just passed would actually take a stab at you as you walk
Okay, go
by.
for it. Go for it.
Yeah, he'll try to stab you in the back as you walk away. 11 plus 17 to hit.
My AC's 18.
Damn. Okay. Nothing doing. Sorry. Go ahead, Marquise. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Marquise, almost looking panicked that they're getting away, will move there. Try to make a athletic save. Oh wait, do I have to move here first?
No, you can go from there. That's fine.
Big athletics
Yeah.
check, brother. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Can do it.
I have. Oh my God! I have a +5.
Make a deck
I got
save.
8.
Just roll hot. It's okay. It's fine.
Deck
Spicy.
save. All right.
Okay, you succeed.
Yeah.
You only lose that 5 feet of distance.
So that'd be 10, and then
15, and then 20 will be at
20.
the door.
can I take a stab at this one right here?
You sure can.
All right. Then I will do an attack with my glaive.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I've cut the wrong thing. Sorry.
That's fine. We'll use that damage roll. That's for yeah. 15 hits. You
Well, damn it.
smash your glaive into the head of this
Wait, non-lethally.
non-lethally.
I don't want the
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
He seems the most intelligent looking, so he'll.
All right, he's unconscious and not dead.
Unk.
You watch as Marquise deftly turns the glaive to the blunt side and smacks this cultist unconscious. And that's
And
going to be
then-
his. Go ahead.
And
Sorry.
then he looks like he's about to go in with a second attack, but already unconscious. So then he just holds back and ends his turn. Right.
Okay.
It's-
The winged kobold, seeing that all of his kobolds are dead, flies into a fury as he begins to prepare a spell at the cost of his own life.
Can I have a reaction to attack him if he flies away?
Oh, that's true.
He was flying high, no?
He wasn't actually. He was basically just hovering in the 5-foot square. Let's see. Would he? Yeah, I'm willing to gamble for this. He will use the disengage action, and then he will fly up to be 15. No, he can actually fly up further than that. He can fly up 20 feet in the air. Unfortunately, that's in the same spot. I can read it though. Yeah, 20. He's 20 feet up in the air. And that's going to be his turn. Dead cultist. Elkis. Having line of sight on the flying kobold. But seeing these dodging cultists over here, he will step here next to Marquise, and he will swing anyway with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ooh, 7 plus. So he has a total of 13, I believe. Oh, it's exactly what he needed. Was 13. So he still hits, and he gets sneak attack. D4 plus 2d6. Ooh, not bad. 9, 11. He kills this cultist. And that's going to be his turn.
Did Marquise want to say something?
Yes, DM. I have a question.
Yes.
So, I didn't. So, with Polearm Master,
Uh-huh.
it says when I make an attack,
Yep.
I'm able to. When you take the attack action,
Mhm.
you can use the bonus action to make a melee attack. So, could that be on someone else within that 10 feet area? 'Cause
Yes.
It doesn't say the same person.
Yes, so you could choose another target if you wanted to, but within 5 feet. So you don't have any targets left currently because Elkis just killed the last guy around you. But something to think about for next time.
Okay. Wait, it doesn't say within. Oh, wait, yeah, it is 5 feet. Okay.
Okay,
Understood. Thank you.
Keo, it is now your turn. There seems to be a
Just to be
few
sure,
targets left.
to pass by an enemy's corpse is rough terrain, right?
No, if they're on the ground, you should be fine. Unless I tell you otherwise, like it's a, I don't know, animated corpse or something, but it should be fine.
Would it be okay if I do a martial check on the scene to see if there's any, or perception check to see if there's any enemies that could be coming back? Like any sound that indicate as such?
Sure, make a perception check.
That is not one.
Seems clear.
Feeling more confident since everything seems clear. Clear is going to pass by here. Should look at the flying kobolds. However, I'm out of hand axes. And to take human actions to range my longbow.
Could you pick up your hand axes? Like, didn't you throw some over here?
Yeah, you did.
Here.
You could. I'll say you could
There's
pick one up.
here, there's one here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll say you could pick the one up
Alright.
from the guy you stepped over.
Alright, I could pick it up. However, Kyo draws her woodcutter's axe, looks at Ravena and says,
Here we go.
I'll be leaving the flying one to you. And then she's going to attack the dodge action.
All right,
One.
make an attack with disadvantage.
Okie. That is on 13.
13 hits.
Okay, she attacks with the pommel of her axe for non-lethal, dealing amazing 7 damage as I roll up 1 in the d8.
Bonk. He falls unconscious.
Bonk!
All right. That's gonna be your turn.
However, I would like to use the rest of my movement, by 15, to go through here.
Okay.
This is a turn to see if there's any other enemy around.
Are you good?
Yeah, very good.
All right.
That's it of my action. It's your bonus action.
Next is a dead kobold. Okay, this guy's unconscious. Hanabi.
Okay.
You can hear the fluttering wings of an alive kobold outside the temple.
I see. Let me see if she can even. I mean, yeah. She'll make her movement. I'll do an athletics. 19. She
Nice.
Just,
Hops,
she
hops
just
across.
kind of skip hop.
Boing.
Makes the hands up pose. Now I would have gone the 35, but I don't actually have a spot that I could stand in, technically speaking, that I can see, I think.
Currently, as you're standing in there, you can't actually see the winged kobold because of how the ceiling is. You're too far inside the building to see it, but you can hear it
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, she could have used the 35, but she would just be like here. That is okay. Action to dash.
You can clearly see the kobold.
Should take a spot right. You know what? Where was I again? Here. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. 1 sec. I just want to make sure my 20. Yes. I'll stick her right underneath here. As soon as I can get her outside the door. Out of the way, boys. Come on.
Right there.
Yes.
Okay.
This is good. Good.
All right. That's going to be Hanabi. That kobold is dead. That guy's unconscious. Dravna, it is now your turn. You can see this winged kobold staring down at all of you, and you can see that it is preparing to cast a spell at the cost of its life. What do you do?
These walls.
They are. They are the same 5-foot-high walls that you saw at the back of the temple.
Oh, right. Okay, so they're 5 foot.
I know. I definitely think that you and Paula were thinking the same shit.
Yeah. Dravna will climb up on top.
Okay, make an athletics check. It's part of your movement, so there's no action involved.
Okay.
Just real spicy, bro.
That's a 6.
Unfortunately,
What did I say,
unfortunately you cannot make it up the wall. You try to, and you just stop short, unable to climb up top.
My plan was to run along it and then jump.
I know.
Fine.
I know.
Dravna struggles fine. He'll just stare at the flying cobalt. He'll aim his sword at it and just say, "Pick a god and pray," and he'll shoot an eldritch blast from the tip of his sword at it.
Very cool.
Nice.
Also, bonus action hex it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
Oh, bonus action hex. Oh, so you're moving the hex.
Yep. That is a 15.
15 hits.
Alright, so he'll be taking 1d10. So 3 force damage plus an additional. Where's the hex? 1d6. So 5 damage total.
That's. Let me see. How do you end this kobold that was about to cast a fireball on your entire party?
As I mutter out the words "pick a god and pray," my sword is aimed right between the eyes. A crackling beam of like black, purple, and white, kind of like spewing together, just almost like a sniper rifle bolt, just boom, right through the skull, an arrow through, and the kobold falls to the ground.
As you can see, you charge up your beam shot. You can also see that this kobold is also gathering this energy for this spell, and you can see that it would have been quite substantial compared to the strength of your party, but the bolt travels through this thing's skull just like you aimed, and instead of releasing the spell downward, it shoots it upwards in this cloud of flame. Good thing that wasn't aimed at all of you. But
Indeed.
now you are out of initiative.
All right.
As
Okay,
Uh,
I have a question.
Dravna walks up and crushes his foot into this skull, and then he'll return with the party. That's all he
So-
wanted.
If this guy was 20 feet in the air, and I like ran up to him, being 6 feet with 10 feet of range, could I have made an athletics check to like jump and hit him? Because I have a really high athletics. Would it be, like,
Potentially,
a-
yeah. You probably could have.
Okay. All right.
Once the fighting ends,
Yep.
Kyo will look at the rest of.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Hanabi seems to be worried about something. Kyo's approaching. Look at him. What's the matter, Hanabi?
She's picking out caltrops from her butt.
Oh,
Staggers away.
Oh, okay. Kyo relaxes and says as a group. I'm going to do a quick round around the building to make sure no stragglers are here. You, the one with the glaive. Sorry, what's your name?
Yes. Marquise.
Pleasure, Marquise. I'm Kyo. Can I ask you a small favor?
Yes.
Do you see the shoe, the grumpy one with the white hair, and the stabby one that's a bit smaller?
Yeah.
Please make sure that while I'm away, they don't stab the unconscious people, please. And then Kyo
Oh,
starts
wow.
moving to do a check around the building. Make sure
So
no enemies are here.
As you're walking away, Kyo, Dravna quickly
no.
goes up.
Upon her
No, no.
walking, can I? Sorry.
Oh,
Nope.
I just wanted to say one thing. Dravna just mutters out, "You assume too much, Kyo, as my blade is already put away. I will not do any stabbing."
Marquise, what do you say to Kyo as she turns?
No. I not to Kyo. I actually wait till she walks away a little.
Oh, okay.
And then I walk right here, and then as I'm tying them up with rope, I tell Elkis and Dravna that I will be killing them, but I have a question to ask first.
Elkis will look to you and say, frankly, I don't think the governor needs any more people to question. So,
No, I have a question.
I mean, it's fine. You can do whatever you want with them. Just don't prolong it, whatever it is.
Oh, I won't. And then I tie them up and I bring them both right here.
Okay.
Oh,
That's fine.
Dravna will actually accompany you.
Make
Um,
a sleight of hand check for me, please. See how good you are at tying, and Elkis will give you advantage with the help action. Kyo,
okay.
as you
Is it
are, so it'd be a sleight of hand.
What is it? Shift, sleight of hand, or something? How does it?
So sleight of hand's in your skill list.
Do I just roll it twice then for advantage? How
Yes.
do
You
I-
can right click it. You can right click
Oh, right click it.
it.
Okay.
Yep,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then it'll say
Okay.
advantage. Or
Right click the
disadvantage.
number.
There you go.
Uh,
17. It's pretty snug on that guy. As you are tying them up, Kyo is going around the building. Kyo, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
All right. I will be using my advantage for this. Okay, I got a bit of a better roll now. 11.
As you are kind of going around the building, you can hear that group, that first group that was kind of running around the building, is still doing the laps. And they are about to come across to the front of the building. And
Oh.
probably in about another 2 minutes, what do you do?
Where would I be while I run around? Just so I know.
They would be on the east side. They would be at the southeast corner.
So I would be roughly here, right?
I mean, you can be wherever you want at this time. I'm just letting you know where they are.
Okay. When hearing these people, Kyo would have been in the soft part, even giving a small wave to Hanabi before hearing that and being like, "Oh crap." She enters and says to Hanabi,
It's
"The other,
blockaded because Hanabi told them to block the area
It
off
is.
again.
Yep.
So
is it able to be seen though? Can we see through it or not?"
You might be able to talk through it, but no, she can't see you.
Okay. Kia would say to the door, "Hanabi, I'm hearing the other group, the one that's doing laps. They're just about to go to the front. Run ahead the others, there are three, and tell them to get ready. Probably we'll have to fight some more. I'm
Okay.
going upwards as well. I'm running." And then Kira's going to run as fast as she can.
Hanabi is thinking, and then she says, she basically gestures for them to get ready to tear this down as fast as possible, because she's thinking that they're gonna have to leave this area soon.
Okay.
She asks the villagers to do so, and then she makes her way over here, and she goes, "Actually speaking, get inside now."
Dravna will look at Hanabi, but then look back at Marquise. Shall we wake him up?
Actually, I need to determine something. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh.
Okay. Continue.
Are we allowed to just wake them up? Out
Nope.
or okay.
Not unless you heal them or something.
You know? Sure.
I just leave them there, and
There's a
you will
moment
see
where Hanabi
Dravna
is like
kneel
listening to
down.
everybody, and then she just goes, "Hey,
Dravna,
bring
still
it
ignore that.
inside."
You will see Dravna kneel down, extend his hand onto the cultist, and he will give the cultist this one. There's like a flash of light that kind of like springs through his veins from his chest towards his fingertip, and he'll give that cultist 2 healing hit points.
okay. Well, Marquise asks that cultist right there.
Well, hold on just a second. As you guys are doing this, and as Hanabi is screaming at you to get inside, and Paula is making the corner. Paula, I need you to make an... I'm sorry, not Paula. Kyo, I need you to make another perception check.
Right? That is a 21.
With a 21, you realize that something is wrong. The sound of the crowd is larger than it was before. And you peek through the sections of the wall and you realize, to your horror, that the group is larger now. It seems that they have attracted more wayward kobolds and bandits, and now they're just kind of throwing like a miniature parade. But they will be seeing you and your party having slain all of these people fairly soon.
How many roughly? Could Kia count quickly?
20 or more.
Kia would come here dashing. Her face almost white out of fear and worry. She'd be like, "Okay, we need to go. We need to get all of these people here and go. Now."
Okay. Marquise, seeing that we're in a rush, just ask this one. Have you seen a red dragon with a nasty scar like mine across its eye? And a missing finger on its left hand.
The cultist looks at you, listens to your question, and spits in your face.
Okay, well
That's about right.
Okay, well, Marquise immediately kills both cultists.
Dravna would like to quickly rush up, stomp his foot onto this guy's chest and say, "Speak, he asked you a question."
There is no check required. He is tied up. He was at the precipice of death. You instantly kill him by squishing his chest.
Oh, even if it was like non-lethal.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Well, Marquise was just gonna chop both their heads off anyways, but he chops this one's head off. And
Kyo, you walk in to the site
goes to
of Dravna stomping one guy's chest in and Marquise slicing the head off the other.
3. Two isn't enough. Of course, there's 3 stabby ones. No matter. After, please. We need to go now. We need to get these people out of here. There's going to be a large. It's, I think, 20, 30, maybe more even coming. We need to get the people of the temple safe.
Y'all can basically ignore the caltrops because you know they're there and you can step carefully around outside of combat.
You would rush here, should go to Father Falcon and send Father Falcon. We dealt with the first wave of people, but there's a lot more coming. I think it's roughly 20, maybe even more people. We need to go. We need to guide these people back to the fort. Could you please help us?
Dravna, I see you up there. Make a perception check for me, please.
Sure. He just also want to take the mask off this guy, see if he recognizes him.
Sure. The father will look at you, Kyo, and he will smile and he'll say, "Oh, Kyo, I'm so glad you came by to help. I can't say the same for your friends." He kind of like looks around at the group you're with, but thank you for saving us all. Not all the same. You want all of us to go out the back?
Yes. We can. The fort right now is a place where we have some sort of safety. Sort of. The mayor is there. I forgot what's the name of the red dwarf again. Apologies.
I knew it and then I suddenly forgot it. Escobar the Red.
The mayor is there. Escobar is there. We have some safety, or some at least.
He will put a hand on your shoulder and he will say, "Child, you worry too much. Everything will work out just fine."
Hanabi checks him. She just doesn't like the way that sounds.
He is completely serious. He's very chill. And he follows that up and says, "I will help the people escape. You and your friends, please cover our retreat. Make sure they don't get to us too soon. May Shantea guide your way." And he performs like a ritualistic blessing symbol over your head.
Thank you.
And then he whips around and levels his gaze at the parishioners here and says, "All right, get that open and let's get out of here." And immediately everyone in the room snaps together and starts heaving against the doors and immediately bursts through. Kyo, please take care of yourself. And he begins to make his way behind the parishioners.
Oh,
Now you're capable?
Sure. He's very capable. But the Falcon just doesn't enjoy too much bloodshed. With the sentiment I agree, just it's needed, I suppose.
Dravna,
Back.
I'm sorry, Dravna, as you are looting this corpse and also taking the mask off, you hear the sound of many feet, both kobold and other humanoids, quickly approaching the front of the temple. You will have to hurry if after you're doing what you're doing. Hold on just a second,
Fine.
Marquise.
Drobna has his blade still drawn,
Uh-huh.
and he'll look at the hilt, which has a name engraved on it, and it says the word Mondath, and he's gonna sheath his sword, sigh disappointingly, looking back at the party, and quickly rush up to them.
Okay. As Dravna bursts into the temple, you all hear the roar of a mob coming from the north.
The caltrops would still be there because we did not have 10 minutes to pick them back up.
Right, yeah. They're there, but I took them away so you guys don't have to worry about them.
Oh, okay.
Hanabi, Marquise, Dravna, I have an idea. Could you three help me with one thing?
Sure.
Sure,
These
but we need to
benches-
hurry. The mob's on us soon.
No, I know. These benches are not stuck to the floor, are they?
They are very heavy stone benches. There's a reason why they weren't used to barricade the doors.
Okay.
But we got some.
Help me. Hanabi, I'm sorry. Dravna, Marquise, please help me carry this one to help create some barricades. Hanabi, please help us coordinate to make it easier to have a fourth person watching, make sure we are moving properly.
Elkis will
please
begin to
watch.
watch the door, see how much time you guys have left. I need everyone to make athletics checks, or make one with advantage if you're not helping.
Because of Hanabi helping us coordinate, could all of us do one with advantage?
Sure, I'll allow that.
If Hanabi, of course, watches, I'm not sure if Sarah would want that.
Of course. Hanabi makes the airplane gesture.
Ooh, a crit.
So we all get advantage or just Kyo?
Everyone gets one advantage roll.
Okay.
Nice, another total of 20. Ooh. Dravna, you begin to lag behind the other two as you're struggling to push your share of the benches forward. But Elkis comes up from behind you and helps you push the remaining pews up against the door. You all feel fairly satisfied that the benches are blocking the doorway to the north.
They should give us some time. Though, remember, we need to buy distraction. We need to buy as much time as we can.
Marquise looks. Marquise takes his backpack off his back. He's realized that he kind of likes this Dravna guy. He seems pretty cool. And he asks him, "What's your name?"
We don't really have the time to talk. We should be going.
All
His
right,
name
and
is
then he just
Dravna.
pulls out his oil and a matchbox and shrugs.
Dravna glares at Kyo after he mutters his name, and he just shakes his head no.
Okay.
All right.
But sorry, what'd you say, Marquise? To ask him what to do?
Oh, I just pulled out oil and a matchbox, and I shrugged, asking, "Do you insinuating?"
You want to burn down a church?
Well, maybe to cover our exit or
It's a stone.
something
church.
outside. But
Well, those are stone.
Yeah.
Those are stone pews, so they're not going to burn anyway.
Okay.
I like Marquise was your name. I like the talk,
Yes.
but now it's not the time for that. We're in a place made of
Okay.
stone.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
didn't think about that.
As you guys make your way back towards the southern exit, you will see that the last remaining parishioners are just struggling over the fence to escape. Do you directly leave the church, or do you wait out to try to bait the rest of the group in, or what do you do? The parishioners have escaped.
All of them?
Yep. You can hear that the group has started to storm the grounds of the temple, and very soon they will begin to surround it completely. All 20 to 30 of them. What do you do?
I sprint.
Get outta
Hanabi,
here.
you guys can see Hanabi get on all fours and start sprinting like an animal.
Okay.
She looks very graceful.
I need everyone to make an athletics check.
He is going to lag a bit behind, but he's going to follow, just making sure no one stays behind. Trying to sacrifice themselves in the
Oh
glory.
my god.
Ah,
That is.
How far do I get with 8?
wait.
You
Oh, that
all
was a-
begin
that
to
was a-
sprint as fast as you can, and unfortunately, Dravna and Marquise both begin to lag behind in their heavy armor, and they are very quickly being closed in upon by this horde of cultists, both from the left and right, as they begin to try to climb over the southern wall. The rest of you make it over, but just barely. Do you do anything to try to help these last two stragglers?
Hanabi tries to shoot one of the headers in the pack that's enclosing on y'all. One of y'all pick. Both of y'all pick one. Heavy armor boys. One or evens or odds.
The odds.
Evens.
Around Dravna.
Okay, make an
Kyo
attack roll.
would-
Let's see.
Go ahead, Kyo.
Kyo would like to
Wait.
jump in the wall to escape, right? Just be sure.
Yes, they are struggling to climb over the wall.
Wait.
If
Kyo
I
would
had
like.
Can Dravna just jump over it? A high jump?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
I'm 6 foot.
As Hanabi's dagger manages to buy you some time for another check, which you succeed. Does anyone help Marquise?
If I had
Kyo would
spend
stay
an
in
action
the.
surge, could I roll 2 or get
You already
advantage on
used
it?
it.
You already
and
used
haven't had
it.
a short rest yet.
I don't. Oh yeah, I did. Sorry.
Yeah, you only have
Yeah.
one per short rest. Does anyone help Marquise?
Kyo would stay in the wall for a shield ready to block any incoming attacks from slings, and
Okay.
should offer a hand to pull him at least.
All right, Marquise, what's your AC?
17.
All right. 3 kobolds are going to throw their slings at you with disadvantage because of Kyo's help. Go ahead and make another athletics check for me, please.
Make it big. Let's go.
March. Is it advantage with Kyo's help or?
Nope.
No, I'm protecting you for the shield.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, good thing you have disadvantage on those attacks, as there's a crit in there.
Can Dravna give assistance? Like trying to pull him up?
Nope, you're jumping, my guy.
Alright, yeah.
Is a 10?
You just barely
That does-
succeed. You manage to scramble over the wall as Kyo takes her wood chopping axe and bats away several of the stones that would have collided into your head, but managed to escape unscathed. You guys escape the danger. Where do you go?
I guess I'm gonna be looking for the group of. Let's see if there's any
The
of the
parishioners?
people from the church. Yeah.
They
If I can
scatter.
still see them.
They seem to have scattered to the winds.
Hmm. Should we just
Okay.
head
Kyo
back?
would.
Should we head back to the fort?
Yeah, I think that's the best. Kyo look at Marquis and says, "You aren't from around here, from Guinness. Don't recognize you.
No, I'm following up on a lead.
It's alright. Lots of foreigners here in the city. Though some are better than others. The group, the biggest part of the resistance of the city is in the keep on top of the hill. That's where they're gathering. That's where I told Father Falcon to take the people. However, before we go, I, especially you, Dravne and Hatani, I would like to ask a small favor. Could you make a small detour before I go to keep?
Sounds good.
I can do that. What is it?
I would like to check my house.
Very well. We can do that.
Thank you, thank you.
In return, I just ask one thing. I didn't explain it before, but please refrain from using my name in the future. Just
All right. I shall call you only the white grumpy one. Better?
Close his eyes and he'll nod to that. It's a sensitive subject.
Nabi makes up as if trying to stifle a laugh and failing terribly.
What would you like to be called?
Dravna actually looks a little confused. And he mutters, I actually never gave it thought. Just call me Silva.
So bad.
All right. So be it.
There are worse code names. Okay.
There are.
You guys begin to push your way through the thin tree line to the south of the temple and head across the creek, and you come upon the Roach homestead. Kyo, as you begin to make the familiar ascent up the bank towards your home, you are filled at first with worry, and then it quickly begins to relax as you can see that there is minimal damage to the plants, the crops, and the buildings and stuff in the area. It seems like they have been here, but were unsuccessful in completely destroying your home.
Oh God! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yuval would be able to see Kia almost fainting out of relief as the tension gets out of her, but she stays up.
Dravna will give a reassuring hand on her shoulder and quickly mutter out, do you have any family or siblings?
Yes, I do.
Are they safe?
Well, I don't know. Though this seems like a good sign. let me go to the house. Hopefully, grandfather will be able to meet.
There
Maybe
is
there's
a sudden shout of pain and agony coming from around a tree, like a really large oak tree in one of your yards, Kyo.
She just dashes as fast as she can towards it right away.
Marquise follows.
Yep, Dravna will follow in suit.
When you come to the tree, you see that there is um, a hand that is kind of, you can, as you're looking past the tree, you can see that there's a hand kind of outstretched and the figure is behind it that it belongs to. Um, do you go around to see who that is?
Mhm.
Nice. Kyo moves around, shooting hands, but no weapon beyond it.
She, or sorry, you begin to go around this rather large oak tree, and the hand is still, and you can see that there is a pool of blood that is leaking from whatever body this is, but you don't quite see the figure yet. And as you come around the bend, you see standing up with his back to you is a rather tall, silver haired gentleman with a nasty looking dagger in one hand and a large cleaning cloth in the other as he is cleaning the blade. With his back turned towards you, he says, Kyo, you're late coming home for dinner, I'm afraid.
Ah, I'm sorry, just you know how it is sometimes with Naomi? Spend too much time at the tavern with sudden surprises. Are you okay?
He nods, and you can see his completely silvered facial hair folds as he smiles, and the smile reaches his eyes. Naomi, you've kind of been unsettled being around this man because he has the same kind of animalistic presence as like a displacer beast or some kind of large predatory creature. And you've never been able to completely be relaxed around Kyo's grandfather.
Hanabi Hanabi bristles, like even her tail like straightens out and her ears perk up like in some form of alarm.
Good to see you
Dravna,
again. Oh, wait, no? It's another fox person I see. Or is it the same?
Brother?
He looks confused for a moment and he just shrugs his shoulders and shakes his head. Anyway, who are the rest of you? And he points to Elgis, Dravna, and Marquise.
Dravna will introduce himself, but he'll like look to Kyo and the others.
Yeah. I just said my name and wave.
Elkis kind of differentially does a polite half bow and says, Sir, my name is Elkis. I'm just traveling. I just thought I'd help out the town while it's under siege. And your grandfather just kind of nods in acceptance and looks to the other two. And
Dravna will finally look at the grandfather and say, "My name is Silva. I'm a traveling paladin."
bullshit, but that's fine. And you?
Um, I'm Marquise Ravenpike. I'm following a lead.
When you
Dravna
say
looks insulted.
when you say Raven Pike, there's a look that comes across his face. Raven Pike, eh?
Yeah, Ravenpike.
You
Heard?
know of him, grandfather?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Well, I've
Oh,
heard of him rather, or rather his family. And he kind of gives you
yeah.
an odd look.
Not much to hear about these days, huh?
Well, it's not these days. It's interesting, really.
Yeah, sure is. He kind of says uncomfortably.
He
'Cause
nods.
Granddad,
he
please don't be too mean to them.
he
They're the
nods
only
when
ones
you
helping.
he nods when you say that, Marquise, and he says, "All right, I understand."
But look, Granddad, I'm sorry to come and please don't be too mean. If these people, these here are the brave folks who are helping at least try to make sure that our town, those people survive. We are gathering everyone at the keep. Do you think you can go too? Or are you too hard? I can carry you if need be.
He kind of just smiles at you with like the aw the my cute granddaughter said something cute kind of smile. And he just says, "Kyo, darling, no, it's quite all right. You can go on and carry on with your friends. I'll watch out over here."
Alright, I trust you. Though, be careful of one thing. There was this woman. She was in the entrance of the town. She seemed to be searching for a group. I'm not sure who they were, though my instinct says it might be us, since me and the others have been causing problems to their attacks. Even so, be careful in case you come here, okay?
I'll be careful. If you see the governor, make sure you tell him that I have a trash pickup that he might want to come and get.
Of course you would worry about trash in the middle of an invasion. Okay, I will, sure.
Anybody
Do you want me to
else?
say something to Naomi?
Anybody else can make an
Uh,
insight check on grandfather Roach here when he says trash pickup, if you would like.
Sure.
To be fair, uh, I'm aware of this individual to some degree, at least. Gwent.
Yes, he is. Make a make an make a just a retroactive investigation check, Naomi, as you've spent some time with grandfather Roach here.
Give it a go. It's only a 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
don't forget
You.
about your advantage.
Oh, that's true. You do have advantage. So go ahead and roll that again.
All right. 15.
15 is much better. This man, you're not sure what kind of work he's done before, but it's been in the business of killing something. You don't know if he was like an assassin when he was younger or if he was like some kind of bounty hunter or what, but this man is dangerous as fuck. And not in the way as the like a drunkard with a knife is dangerous, like the
A
kind of
marksman with a sniper rifle.
no, the kind of dangerous where he's done work that kills young men by the dozens. And he's an old man now.
All right. Hanabi squints at him, and like, I don't know, maybe she locks eyes with him, and
What's
then she grabs her chin and nods sagely, and then she like goes over to Q and pats her on the back, shaking her head, and like makes a gesture to like, let's get the hell out of here.
um Marquise will walk up to Dravna and ask and just whisper to him, what's this guy's name again?
Dravna will look back at Marquise and just whisper, "This is my first time meeting him.
Sorry, what?
This is my first time meeting him."
Oh. Okay. And then
But I believe he's Kyo's grandfather. Talk to her.
yeah. I'll just look down until we're like out of sight from him.
You, in that case, would relax and just, okay, you'll be fine. I'll tell governor about your trash problem. Just please be careful. It's chaos out there. Oh, actually, I have one thing I need to give to you.
he looks up.
You stumbles upon her bag. She looks, and then she pulls out a ration she got from the tavern way before all of this started, and pass it to him. Here, just some small food. I know you struggle to cook sometimes. Just please eat, sister.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And he takes the ration from you and he immediately starts to eat it.
Okay, everyone, seems that things are safe, and I was worried about nothing. Let's just go. Okay.
As you begin
And
to leave, I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I apologize.
even though she says this in a frustrated and slightly grumpy tone, everyone will be see that Kyo's much more relaxed now and much less worried,
Hmm.
just in general.
As you all begin to leave, you cannot help but feel a intimidating aura pressed against all of your backs as Kyo walks ahead of you back towards the keep, as if this man is daring you to allow something to happen to his granddaughter.
Dravna wants to just quickly walk up to Kyo and just ask her, "Is your is your grandfather always insulting?"
What do you mean? I mean, he's sometimes grumpy and he tells some great stories at times, but usually he's very kind and nice. Here, he even let me show this. And Kyo pulls out her sleeve, and you'll be able to see a very intricate and strange tattoo on her arm that has kind of the shape of a dragon, but not exactly at the same time. See, he even helped me one day get my mom tattoo. See, it's very nice.
Is this tattoo any color or anything, or is it black?
You can make a history check. No, it's a black
Well-
tattoo, but there are like
Okay.
different chromatic dragons have different head shapes. So you
Mm.
can make a history check.
Yeah, the ink could be black, but it could be the shape of like metallic or something.
Dravna will like
What's a 10 give me?
You're not really able to tell.
What type of dragon is that tattooed on your arm? Yo.
Great question. I don't fully know. Though I do know that you're not supposed to celebrate dragons. It's something along the lines more of, and then Kyo absentmindedly fought things for herself, and then says in Draconic, uh, kill to protect? Then
I
suspects become, yes, kill to protect. I think that's the rough meaning that my grandfather told me about it.
Marquise just starts breathing heavily, and upon you talking in Draconic, and it just sort of walks back. Oh, well, and then
Dravna's
turns
eyes are
around.
perking up while watching this.
And he turns around, and he seems like he's almost a little bit uncomfortable, but he asks you anyway. Keo, you say you live around here, right?
Yes, of course. I born and raised in
Um,
Green Nest. You can
What?
even ask my friend Naomi about it to confirm, or
Yes.
anyone really.
What? Do you know of a man named Leosin?
Yes, actually I do. Uh, I think all of us actually know.
Who,
Half elf, right?
That half elf.
who is this man, if I may ask?
Don't really know exactly. He came alongside a caravan of people and just stayed here. Suspicious so for me, yes. Yeah, for a long time. I think he was probably some sort of failed businessman or a tailor. Well, as far as I know, he kinda bailed at the first sign of attack from the tyrant. I haven't seen him since. Though, if you want more
You haven't
information,
seen
you
him?
no, not exactly. I have not. But I have seen some
Oh.
people who were going alongside his caravan. Elka's there, for example, was alongside him. And there's another woman. Her name
Um,
is Nimeria. She's a cleric. She's at the keep, though.
do you know where we could? Do you know where to find him? I
Oh
need.
no! When I say he bailed, I mean he bailed. He was at one
Oh,
moment in the tavern. Next moment he vanished.
My guess is he left. My guess is he left the
damn
village.
it!
He's
Yeah,
someone you know?
Marquise immediately it just like rage comes over him, and then he said, "No, I just had a meeting." Um,
Actually, there is someone that might know where he went. Now that I think about it.
More eyebrows are perking up.
So there
say
is
it.
this woman. She's a very close friend of mine. Very pretty, has very red hair, very red everything really. Her name's Naomi. When the attack started, she stayed at the tavern alongside the rest of the civilians. And before we started moving people to the keep. So maybe she saw him before he left. or something along those lines. So maybe if you ask her, she'll know something.
The little fox girl?
No, 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 no. Naomi's the fox. She's a human. A human.
The woman that's been traveling with you guys through the sanctuary and everything is clad in a cloak, with a foxtail and fox ears, and the person she's describing is obviously a human.
Oh,
And of
I
course,
see. Okay.
also, our dear Hakati here. She's also pretty, but she's blonde. Naomi's very, very red. Like very red.
Yeah, sorry. So what's the name? What's the name Melody's going by right now?
Naomi. Oh, right
No,
now
the
the
character right now.
Hanabi.
Hanabi, yeah,
Hanabi.
Hanabi.
Oh, Hanabi. Okay. Um. All right. Well, then I I must talk to her. If I mean we should probably check in with the civilians, but
Of course,
after
she's
that,
gonna. He should be at the keep
we-
alongside the civilians. Don't worry. Just follow
okay.
along. Come here. And
All right.
Kyo starts moving forward as well.
All
All right.
Well, Dravna wanted to quickly finish what he was asking Kyo about the grandfather.
Yeah.
Before she turns away, he'll just quickly put a hand on her shoulder and just mutter, I already lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Whoops.
Well, the next time you meet your grandfather, tell him it's disrespectful to call paladins pathological liars. And he'll take his hand off her and continue walking.
Kyo would stop and look at her. Look,
Make a
I'm
deception
sorry.
check, motherfucker.
Oh my. Wait.
Me or
You.
You're the one lying.
He's telling the truth.
You're
a
not a
paladin.
paladin.
He's a paladin.
No, he's not.
Remember the backstory?
No, I understand, but you're not.
Well, he believes he is.
Okay, I understand.
He's a paladin of Mistra, and he hasn't taken the sacred oath yet.
Okay, I see. So
he-
you're a paladin in training.
Yeah, he
Okay.
firmly believes he's a paladin of Mistra.
I understand. Okay, gotcha.
Kyo would look at him and say, I'm sorry for that. Look, my grandfather, I love him. He's very strong. He has some strange friends, but he trained some techniques about it. And he's really, really smart. Everything I know regarding dragons and why I have been able to deal at least with this type of stuff here is because of what he taught me. But he's also very eccentric at times, grumpy at you, and because of this, he sometimes goes and says some true things that aren't true. Like, oh, here, I can give a perfect example. When I was younger, he used to tell me some stories about how he would fight against um dragons of the metallic type. And like, yeah, sure, I don't doubt they probably has fought one dragon or the other, but not adult dragon, just young. And he embellishes a tale. So
Why would he be fighting metallic dragons? I heard those were the good type of dragons.
Wait.
self-defense matters a lot.
Hmm.
Let's just leave it at that.
Interesting then. It's still
Marquise, hearing what's being said, is just like looking very uneasy at both Kyo and her dragon tattoo.
well, if what you say is about your grandpa is true that he held his fight against a dragon, then perhaps I'll take back my words against him. That is
Like-
admirable to
Look,
hold you a
not an
fight.
adult dragon. Probably was just a baby dragon or something. He's strong, but not so strong. I can pick him up.
It's still admirable. I'll say that at least.
Just
You just an image fills your minds of Kyo picking up this tall 6.5-foot man to like pick an apple from a tree.
yeah, Marquise is like he's holding composure, but on the walk back, he is like eyes forward, just silent
You know what?
upon hearing the talk.
Dravna remembers everything he was hearing that Kyo and Marquise were talking about, and I'm assuming like Drobna will probably be in front while walking, and he'll just look over his shoulder at you, Marquise. And straightforward face, he'll just say out loud, "Everything all right?" But he'll say that in Draconic.
Oh,
Marquise almost. Actually, I'm gonna have to roll a wisdom check on this.
a wisdom save.
And then Drobna will give a small.
Or wisdom save, yeah.
Drobna will give a sly smile.
Marquise pulls out his weapon and like holds it to your neck with a 1. I mean,
Marquise moves to make an offensive action towards you, Drabna. How do you
Drobna
react?
holds up his head, giving the sly smile.
he loses composure. He's I will go back to the town with you guys, but I you need to stay. You both
At ease. At
just need
ease.
to stay far.
Marquise, at ease.
He's gonna go
was-
back. He's
I was
gonna
told-
put his weapon away and just walk back like way before the party.
I was only curious to know if you knew the tongue. That is all.
I don't know the words.
If it helps you feel any better, I despise.
Oh, what?
If it helps you feel better, I despise dragons of all types. There was a blue dragon we fought a few hours ago. I wanted its head, but it got away.
Wait. So why do you both know dragon speak, and why is she?
I do not know for Kyo, but I've been tracking these dragons for a while. I studied their language. I know their tongue.
And Marquise smiles and says, I'm sorry, my brother. I've misunderstood you. We will get along well."
He'll nod. All's forgiven. Just be careful with your blade.
As you
Yes, my apologies.
As you come to terms, you approach the tunnel that leads back inside the keep. The rusted lock doors swinging open. There doesn't seem to be anyone in the tunnel, though. It's completely clear, and you begin to make your way inside. As you do, Elkis will take out his lockpick and begin to pick at the lock to let you guys back up the ladder inside the keep. Before he gets about halfway, though, the familiar heavy boots of Escobar the Red thud above overhead on the wood ceiling and then down the wooden ladder. And immediately, Elkis stands up straight, pretending he wasn't trying to lockpick this lock again. As Escobar just kind of sniffs and takes the key out and unlocks it as he kind of side eyes Elkis the entire time, letting you all inside. So, how was it out there today? Or this last little stretch?
We went to the sanctuary. We fought against a small wave, but more came afterwards. So the best we could do was abandon the place and tell Father Falcon to come towards the keep alongside many of the civilians that were there. Did they manage to arrive okay? Father Falcon, the others?
Aye. Yeah, we got him inside. That's how I was waiting so nearby the ladder.
That's great to hear. Oh, also, we recruited a new able-fighted person to help us in this.
I
This here's
see.
Marquise, and
I
Kia
see
moves
that.
aside.
And he
you will
steps forward and
Yeah,
goes
you
for a
will
handshake.
see a dwarf all dressed in red and plate and chain as he looks you up and down. You can see that there are flecks of blood all over his clothing and some even on his face. As he kind of looks at you and then gives like and not an uneasy, but definitely like a sarcastic grin and says, "Good to have you inside. Well, come on then." And he walks up the ladder. As you guys follow him, you emerge back up onto the familiar sounds of armored individuals running back and forth along the walls and also just doing various tasks. You can see that the the civilian population has swelled. You can see more younger faces, more women and children. It seems like most of Green Nest has somehow made its way inside the keep at this point.
That's good.
What
Yes,
would you like to
monitor
do?
yourself a little when seeing that.
Um,
The,
I. Sorry, you go first.
you go first.
I would just immediately ask Kyo where this Naomi individual is.
Oh, sure. Let me find her. She should be around somewhere. And Kyo
As you
would say,
turn to look
sorry,
around, the fox woman has disappeared somehow.
Kyo just sighs. I have quite
Yeah,
sorry for that.
Dravna just mutters, "I'm not surprised."
Disappearing
Um,
people, stabbing people. It's okay. She will come back sometime when we need it. It's really strange. I wonder if she's some sort of spirit, actually.
It's
Regardless,
Marquise frowns slightly and says, "Very well."
let me try to find Naomi. And then, with the delicacy of a boar and the grace of a pig, Kyo just goes around saying, Naomi, where are you? And she just goes around.
I take it
Dravna
as
roll his eyes and
In-
he'll slowly walk and start asking where Naomi is as well.
I
So
t-
what happens is she kind of, however the hell she got there, I have an idea, but I'm not telling you. She kind of wades out of like the crowd, and then you see her kind of just barely attached to Kyo's back, and as Kyo is moving around and calling into the crowd, Naomi's this short red-headed woman wearing all red is just kind of circling around behind her the whole time for a good while.
Marquise, while like getting antsy, want to ask this question, will find this a bit funny and wait to.
Where is she? Because, sorry, Marquise. Usually she comes around quicker when I do this, but like, where is she? And imagine as Kyo turns around to look at Marquise, Naomi would turn around to stay on her back, she right? Or would Naomi reveal
She
herself then?
when she turns around back to the group to start talking, Naomi will be in front of her and just go, "Hello."
There you are, Naomi. We're looking for you. I brought you a gift.
You have a secret admirer.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
sure. And also have a
Oh, I
secret
have a few
admirer.
of those. Naomi, without missing a beat though, like her wooden shoes, assuming that no one really knows what they're called, clack on the floors, and she steps around and stares at Marquise. Tall dude, looks him over.
Marquise looks down at her and asks, "Do you know of a man named Leelson?" And
Oh,
if
the blowhard fled somewhere.
do you know where?
No.
Was he not alongside the people that were in the back of the tavern and the right when
While
the
I
ship
was
went?
corralling people, he made the swift judgment of not wanting to be in that crowd, or in that tavern, or apparently in the town. And he was
It's
gone.
always a goose chase, Marquise says. And yeah, he kind of just looks down and frowns and it's quite looks just quite pathetic right now. He's
Dravna will
quite
speak up.
upset.
Dravna will speak up. Do you have a bounty on him?
No, nothing like that.
Hmm.
I just had a question for him.
Does he owe you money?
Nope. Uh, I I'm looking for someone, and I think he might know where to find him.
Well, I suppose if you really want to find them, you can maybe draw up a description.
Oh,
Of who you're
of
looking
the
for.
oh, um, well, I don't think it's gonna be I think if you know of him, you're not really gonna need a description. I'm looking for a hideous, just disgusting red dragon with a hideous scar like mine. And I and it's just very imperative that I find him.
You intend to fight a dragon?
As you speak this truth to the party, a attendant looking person approaches the group, seeing that you just come in from the field, and will gesture to a seating area that seems to have been reserved as like a rest area for soldiers and the like. And he'll tell you that you can rest here and eat and recover a bit if you need to.
Oh, thank you. I might actually take upon this offer. I feel a bit tired, surprisingly.
Yeah, likewise. But
Uh,
yes, Dravna, I do intend to fight a dragon. I don't have a choice in the matter.
Oh, gods.
He'll
Your matter, please save me. There's two of them.
Drowna will chuckle. Admirable.
You said something earlier about tracking down dragons and hating them. What may I may I ask what your quarry with them is? Why you're looking?
He'll keep his arms folded and he'll just look away. I'm sorry, but it's very sensitive.
Oh, well, I understand. It's I don't worry. If anyone gets it, I do. And then he pats your shoulder and heads to the table.
He'll nod. Appreciate it.
as you sit,
Kyo,
I'm sorry, you go. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Kyo would look at Naomi and ask her to come a bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
When Naomi comes, Kyo would hug her tightly and say, "Oh gosh, there's two of them, Naomi. Now, what do I do?"
Naomi understandingly just hugs back and pats your back, Kyo, and she says, "This is definitely just a test for Milmater. It has to be.
Yes,
And you
babe.
know what they say. The gods don't give you tests that you can't overcome."
I suppose so. I guess it's something to hold on to. Thank you.
Drobna will walk away from the table, but he'll say out loud, "I don't think I'll rest. My time is better spent patrolling."
No, you, for the love of all that's sacred, you rest, you. We are going to be fighting again soon. We probably have to do something to help other people outside as well.
He'll stop and look at you, Kyo, and he'll shake his head. "I appreciate your concern, but I'm feeling fine."
Dravna, or sorry, not Dravna, Marquise, if you look over, is just his plate is empty and he's knocked out. He's sleeping on his chair, head back.
Kyo would sigh to let go of Naomi for that moment and go to drive now. Okay, if you don't want to rest, that's fine, but at least please eat this. And she passes him the food and some water.
His face
Look.
softens.
Thank you very much, Sova. He says with a small smirk before going back to the table and then grabbing her plushie, which is Naomi again, to just hug him to stress away.
He'll start eating the food and taking a sip of water.
Would you all like to take a short rest during this time?
Oh, at the very least.
Sure would.
Please.
Drobna, what? DM, is it possible for Drobna to have enough time during that short rest to not take a short rest for himself and go check on something?
Possibly.
He would like to go where that prisoner was taken to, the cultist one.
Oh, okay. You can ask Escobar the Red about it. Sure.
Yeah, he would just ask. There was a prisoner we brought that was taken into questioning. I'd like to see them. Do you know where they would be?
I could take you there. Are you sure you don't want to bring your companions? It seems they have a stake in whatever he had to say as well. I mean, I can summarize what we managed to pull out of him, and he gives you like a wicked nasty grin when he says that.
Dravna will just shake his head. Just me is fine. It's personal.
He shrugs and says, well, unfortunately, I can't let you kill him. And he looks at you dead in the eyes.
I won't do that.
You can see in his head he's like thinking press X to doubt. So he's
Should I roll? Should I roll deception?
Yeah, roll deception.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! You can see him
He
scratch.
is very monotone, keeping his cool, and just say, "I will not bring harm to him."
You can see him scratching his chin, and just kind of like looking you up and down. You can see his piercing brown eyes just boring into you for a moment, and then he just says, "All right, follow me." And he leads you down into the Gambeson, or whatever it's called, down to, not Gambeson, the Donjon, down below the keep. As Dravna makes his way into the gloom, his sword hand thirsty, that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.